Hello, you guys. Oh my god, I need to stop saying that word. I say you guys way too much. I caught myself, I was looking at my videos this morning and I caught myself saying that word a little too much. You guys. That's kind of annoying. So, I need to, every time I catch myself, I remind myself to stop using that word. I just got off work. I'm heading home. Well, I'm heading to go pick up my daughter. It's 70 degrees outside. It's beautiful. There is a little bit of wind, but it's not too bad. It's doable. God, it feels so good. It gets some sun. Really, really good. I very, very much love getting off work and it's still daylight. Hi, Joseph. How are you? I hate like winter season when you're getting off work and it's you get off work and it's already dark. So depressing. But I do very much enjoy getting off work and feeling like I can still do things outside and whatnot. That sucks. What are you up to? Hi, Nick. How are you? One thing that I very, very much enjoy with my new work schedule, getting off at 4, is that I'm not having to deal with so much traffic. Because people typically work an 8 to 5 job, and so getting off at 5. Last week I got off at 5 a couple times out of the week because I was in training, and I was getting off at 5, and I was dealing with crazy ass drivers. It was freaking annoying. People were driving insanely crazy. Oh my god, I can't even talk. But people were driving like no other. Like they were just, oh no. Thank you, Nick. I'm not doing too. Hi everybody. I'm not doing too bad. I'm just getting off work right now, so I'm excited to go home. I'm excited to go pick up my kid and go home and make something for dinner. I don't know what I'm gonna make for dinner yet, though. I don't know what I'm gonna be making. I've been craving shrimp. I had shrimp actually on Sunday or Saturday night. I had shrimp with seafood boil. Um, but I want more shrimp. Hi, Yuji. Is that how you say it? Links. Hi. Hello, you guys. Hello. What are you guys up to? Doing anything productive? Is anybody getting off work right now? Hi, Emma. Thank you. I appreciate that. I wanted to make camarones a la diabla, and so that's just it's like deviled shrimp. Is that how you say it in English? Deviled shrimp. Well, basically, it's just really spicy shrimp, um, in like a spicy salsa sauce with white rice, garlic white rice. That actually sounds so freaking good. But I don't have shrimp at home, so that would mean I would have to go buy it. I don't know. But that actually sounds freaking delicious. And I don't want no like tiny little shrimp. I want big shrimp. the other day I went to Ray's thrift. Thrift? Ray's thrift? I don't know what it was called. Anyways, it's called Ray's or something. They had these I've never seen shrimp that big in my life. Like, never. And I've gone to Costco. Costco has pretty big shrimp. But I've never seen, they were like freaking gigantic and super thick. I was like, they wanted like $35 or $40 for the bag. The reason I didn't buy them was not because of the price. I think, you're getting more than what you would eat at a restaurant. But I'm off work and you tell me what BBG. What is BBG? I don't know what that means. Well, anyways, the reason why I didn't buy the shrimp was because it looked super old. Like, it had like a lot of frost on them because they were in the freezer. And I don't know, they look like they've been frozen for decades. So that's why I didn't buy it. But I don't feel like, hi Texas, hi Eduardo, hi Candy. I just don't feel like, when I get off work, I like to go straight home. I don't like to stop and go to the store or anything like that. I just want to get home. But shrimp does sound good. The sun is bright. Right. Have you guys checked out my other videos? I've been trying to practice my editing. And trying to practice, trying to upload videos consistently. Trying to see what videos work, what videos don't work. I'm hoping I can find what works, right? But I would very much appreciate it if you guys would watch my videos and give me some feedback. Because the only way I'm going to learn is if people are telling me, hey, this content isn't working, or your videos could use this, or your videos could use that. Topics, give me ideas. I'd very much appreciate it. And I have 1,125 subscribers. That is freaking mind blowing. I just don't have the watch hours just yet, but we'll get there with patience. Watch hours takes a while to add up, but we'll get there. Work today was okay. I received a few new hi Myers. I received a few new intakes. Any more crazy dancing? I'm always dancing. My husband always looks at me, what the hell is wrong with you, woman? Like, I just do some weird crap all the time, but deep down he likes it because I see him smirking. Or he'll just nod his head and shake his head and be like, oh my god. But he loves it. Maybe soon. Did I do any arrests? No arrests today. Today I had 3 people reporting that were just released from prison. One was in prison for 16 years, and his first time out in the community. He hopes to make changes of lives, and then I was able to actually transport him over to his release address, which was with his mom. And it was just a very, very beautiful moment witnessing, them having physical contact after so long. His mom's elderly. She's an older lady. She's in her 80s, and she has a lot of health issues, and so she wasn't able to visit her son in prison. for over 12 years, and it was just really nice to see them hug, and there was a lot of happy tears going on, and it was a very beautiful moment. Hopefully, he engages in services and, betters himself so that he doesn't end up, going back to his old lifestyle. So we got a lot of great things in place for him to help with reintegration back into society. Inmate Maria. Oh, you're so funny, Myers. That's funny. I don't know, Myers. I can't have like my phone. I mean, my office. We don't have jail cells, so I wouldn't be able to just walk into a jail and just get in the cell. I would have to, and then plus in secure facilities like that. I mean, I wouldn't want to take out my phone and start recording. That's not professional. That's not right. Maybe down the road, I mean, for role playing and stuff like that, acting, I could build something at home to make it, I don't know, say some crazy stories of what I experienced while working. Hi, thank you so much for the heart. Thank you. I don't know what your name is, but thank you. I think I shared this story in one of my previous videos. One of the craziest things that I've experienced so far while working as a parole officer, which I never would have thought in my living life that I would have experienced, is, first of all, I've seen dead bodies, right? Like I've seen them, funerals, and whatnot. But I've never, ever, ever have seen like ashes of somebody that's been cremated. Never. I mean, I've seen it on TV, right? But I've never like seen it in person. So one day, one of my individuals who has some mental health issues going on, right? Comes into my office. Well, I observe him walking into our office, and I see him carrying this blue backpack, and the blue backpack looked like it was stuffed with something. And so I'm observing this through the window, and I'm thinking in my head, what does he have in his backpack? Could it be? I was thinking maybe like clothing or something along the line. And it looks like it's heavy because I see him slouching to the side a little bit, and then I see him take off the backpack, and I see him put it down, and then he stretches his back, and then he puts it on. I'm watching him from a distance, and he looks tired. I'm thinking in my head, like, what's in that backpack? My curiosity's there. He comes in, he checks in with the receptionist, and I'm observing him through our lobby window. And I'm doing that because I want to assess his, how he's reacting, because each day his behavior varies greatly because of the mental health that has going on. He's schizophrenic, he's bipolar, you name it. He's everything. He has a lot of mental health. Poor guy. So every time that I meet with any of my individuals, I like to observe them for like a couple minutes or so, to kind of get an idea of where they're at, right? See if there's any concerns, any changes, blah, blah, blah. So I was observing him through the window, and I see him kind of like peeking in his backpack, and then he closes it, and then I see him mumbling, kind of like talking under his breath, and then he's, back and forth, opening the backpack, and then he keeps on talking. I'm like, that's interesting. So I call him in. I come out and I call him in, and I tell him, hey, because anybody that's on state property, we have the right to pat them down to make sure they're not bringing any weapons, right? So I bring him in through the first door and I ask him, like, hey, what's in your backpack? And he's like, oh, it's my dead father. And so, given this person's like background history, his criminal history, I was like, I felt like my heart dropped, and I'm thinking in my head like, oh my God, did this guy kill somebody? Like, did he kill his father? Mind you, I knew that his father had passed away, but I just, given his mental state, I didn't know what he was really talking about at that moment. So, I kind of thought to my head, oh my God, is today the day that I'm going to find, somebody's head in this backpack or a piece of limb or something? I was freaking out, you guys. Like, I was trying to hold my composure together because I could definitely see this guy doing something horrific. And so then I asked him again. I was like, hey, what do you mean your father's in your backpack or your dead father's in your backpack? He's like, yeah, he's in there. He said something along the line, he's a pain in the butt when he was alive, and he's a pain in the butt now that he's dead. And I was like, well, I told him, hey, you're telling me your dead father's in your backpack. Do you want to talk about it a little bit more? Give me some more information. And then he kind of starts mumbling, and I give him a little bit of time to like get back together. And I asked him, I was like, well, I didn't ask him. I told him, well, I'm gonna have to search your backpack real quickly, okay? And he's like, yeah, go for it. It's just my dead father. I was like, oh my God. So I put my gloves on. I look at this backpack, and I'm thinking in my head, well, it doesn't smell wonky from out here. Like, if it was if it was a head or a piece of body, I would have assumed it would probably smell, right? It didn't smell. I open the backpack and I see this very, very nice blue, like royal blue velvety bag. I was like, okay, well, I don't think it's a body part because, one, it doesn't smell wonky. Two, I don't see any blood, right? So I proceed moving forward. I open the blue velvety bag, and I see a box, a white box. I'm like, okay, well, that's a good sign. No blood. I didn't see no blood, no nothing. Hi, Terrence. And then I know there was a label on the box. I couldn't read it because of the way that it was in the backpack. Mind you, I didn't take the blue velvety bag out of the backpack. I kind of just looked in there, and I was able to move the bag around to where I could see the label. And on the label, it said expiration date, and then it had a name on there. And I was like, oh, okay. So I was kind of putting, the pieces together. Hi, Big Al. I was putting the pieces together, and then, I was like, oh, okay. He's saying his dead father's in his backpack. What he meant was he has his father's ashes in his backpack. So I was relieved because I was like, thank God I didn't have to like witness, or find a piece of a hand or a head in the backpack. So then I was just super curious at that point. He's like, see, I told you it was my dead father. I was like, you were right, you didn't lie to me. And like I said, he suffers from a lot of mental health, and so I've kind of learned my way to working with him. Like, if I allow him to talk to me, and I allow him to just be himself without me really interrupting him at all, or directing him a lot during our conversation, I get more compliance out of him. So I allowed him. He's like, hey, look, I'm gonna show you my dad. I was like, oh no, you don't have to take your father out of the back. No, I want to take my father out. I wanna show him who my CCO is. And I was like, I kind of had to go with the flow a little bit because, like I said, of his mental health. So I allowed him to. He took his father out of the box, and yeah, his father was in a bag, clear plastic bag. I had never witnessed ashes in person, so I thought that was pretty interesting. Never in a million years would I thought that I would experience witnessing something like that at work, but it happened. And mind you, kid you not, this guy had a home, but he refused to leave. He was in the clean and sober housing. He refused to leave his father behind. And so he would always carry him around. And right in front of our office is the city bus, one of the main city bus stops. And so a lot of our people that are on supervision, because we give them bus passes so they can travel, use that bus stop to get around. And so I would see him from time to time carrying his father around. Eventually, one of the straps ended up breaking, and I did see that. I was able to, purchase a cheap backpack from Walmart, and it was like $5 or something. And then the next time that he reported it, and I gave it to him so that he can carry his dad around. But another crazy story was that he didn't want to leave his dad around, one, because he felt like it was his duty to take care of him, and two, because of his mental health, he strongly believed that his roommates were wanting to snort him, basically, as, like cocaine. And so he had that mentality that people were wanting to steal his dad. Yeah, like cocaine. Yeah, like snort him, like give people cocaine. And then he would ask me from time to time if I could babysit his dad. He's like, can I just leave my dad here for a few hours or for the day, and I'll come back for him tomorrow? He's all like, I trust you, and I know you're not gonna snort my dad. I know you're not gonna use him and get high off of him. Can I just leave him with you? I was like, I can't keep him here with me. I thought that would just be kind of weird, keeping his dad with me. Hi, Big L. How are you? How's recovery going for you? But yeah, that's one of my crazy stories. I'll never forget that story. Poor guy. He's not doing so well. His mental health definitely got a toll of him. So he's struggling. His dad, he lost his dad for a bit. Like I said, he was in a clean and sober housing, but eventually he got kicked out because of his severe mental health and not being compliant with the house rules. I know, right? Oh my god. Oh god. Poor guy. But he ended up losing because he was homeless for a bit. He was just kind of roaming around. He ended up losing his father, and he came to my office. Mind you, I had really good rapport with this guy. He came into my office crying, screaming on the top of his lungs that he had lost his father and if I could help him. And so there I go trying to retrack his steps and trying to figure out what we can do. And eventually, I don't know what happened, but he ended up finding his father. But he was severely beat up trying to get his father back. And poor guy he had a broken rib, and yeah, crazy story. It's okay, Myers. Hi, Nick. Thank you, Myers. That's good. I'm glad that you're doing good. Are you back to working? Yeah, I try to work with my people. I tend to have a big heart for people, that have experienced a lot of shitty shit in their lives. Um, but I am. It's funny because um, a lot of people, and I guess I could see it. A lot of people at work at first when I started, they were like, "Oh, she's too nice." Oh, trust me, I can be mean when I need to. uh, I'm tired, you guys. Thank you, Big L. Part time just now. That's good. Ease into it. You don't want to overdo it. The sun is making me a little sleepy. Well, you guys, I'm here to pick up my kid from school, so I'll be logging off. I may try to log in a little later today and do some more live stuff. Um, Maybe a little later tonight. I'll see. Mm, that was pretty story. Mm. Remind me, what do you do again, Tara? Oh, I remember what you do now. Never mind. That does suck. For 12 hours straight, that's a long time. When I used to be, back in the day when I was a juvenile correction officer, um, we did 12-hour shifts too, and it sucked. Some days were just like, ugh. Oh, you're funny, Nick. uh, that's right. I remember that's where you worked at, Terrence. I thought it was pretty cool though. But yeah, 12-hour shifts do suck. They offer 4 10s at my job, like to work 4 days and 10 hours. Um, I would start like at 6, but the only downfall is that it doesn't work with my mommy's schedule, like for my daughter's school stuff. So it doesn't work out for me. I was able to get start at 7:30. It's still 8-hour shifts though. Start at 7:30 and get off at 4, which definitely does work with my schedule, being a mom and whatnot. All right, you guys. Well, I'm gonna be logging off because I got to get my kiddo. Thank you so much for stopping by and saying hi to me. I'll try to log in a little later tonight. If not, I'll do another live tomorrow. Take care, Big L. Thank you for stopping by. Bye, you guys. See ya.